Jeremy, thank you so much for having us today. So we're at 3 World Trade Center, but tell us a little bit about this space.
So right now we're in a space that was leased to a company called IEX. They were one of the earlier companies to move into 3 World Trade Center. They've been in here for about 2 years now, or about a year and a half. They started a new stock exchange, and it's actually a really interesting story because the company started in 7 World Trade Center, which is just a block away from here, another property that Silverstein developed. They started with about 3,000 square feet, and their goal was to create a stock exchange that would eliminate the advantage that high-frequency traders have to create a more level playing field. They were actually the subject of a book written by Michael Lewis called Flash Boys, which a lot of people have read. And so from those humble beginnings of 3,000 square feet, they've now grown to a full floor in 3 World Trade Center.
And they're a little bit finance, a little bit tech. Would you say that that's been sort of a pattern for a lot of the tenants who've moved down to World Trade Center? Has there been a lot of tech tenants or more finance?
There is a very strong tech influence here. In many respects, Lower Manhattan is becoming the tech hub in New York City. We probably have the highest density of media and technology workers, as compared to any other submarket in the city. So whether you're talking about Uber, who recently leased 300,000 feet in the building we're in 3 World Trade Center, or Spotify, who's now approaching 600,000 square feet next door at 4 World Trade Center, or even Zola, the wedding registry company that took a floor at 7 World Trade Center. You see a lot of technology-oriented companies moving into these buildings.
Jeremy, could you take us into the Uber deal a little bit? I'm very curious about how that gelled.
Like any technology company in New York City, they had lots of different options. Obviously, there's new construction in Hudson Yards. There is the established tech neighborhood of Midtown South. But as I said, we've rapidly emerged as probably the largest tech hub in New York City with Spotify and others. And I think when they saw the opportunity to create a really fantastic space for their employees, both current employees and future, they decided to come here.
Jeremy, tell us a little bit about how you find the people at the tech companies that are in charge of the real estate program for the company.
The people who run real estate at tech companies really have a good understanding of the culture of those companies. What I've found working with companies like Spotify and Uber and WPP is that in understanding how to attract talent, they really need to understand how to create the real estate that accomplishes that goal. So one of the joys of working with the people that run real estate for these various tech companies is you get insight into the culture of the company itself and the kinds of people that they're trying to recruit. So it's a lot of fun to collaborate with them.
Well, Jeremy, thank you so much for having us today. It was a real pleasure.
Sure. Pleasure. Thanks.